Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Rachel. It is Tuesday the 7th. So what that means is my giveaway that I started on the 25th of December is ending tonight at midnight Central Standard Time. Okay, so if you have not entered in that, I'll put a link above. It should be ending in a couple hours by the time this video goes up. But today we're going to be doing a Sephora haul, and I said I would give you guys some thoughts on my feelings about Sephora because they've recently changed some stuff up, and I did not know that until just recently, and it frustrated me. Alright, so if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Rachel. I do unboxings, beauty, lifestyle, and just other random videos. I think my next video coming up will be a Stitch Fix video, and then I've been starting a series called Ingredients videos. I'll put up my first one, which is about vitamin C. I was gonna do hyaluronic acid, but you know what I've noticed recently is there's a ton of CBD in everything and all the beauty products, and so I thought that would be a good one to do my next ingredient video on, so stay tuned. That should be coming in the next day or two. I'm gonna do a bunch of research on tomorrow between some of my meetings. All right, guys, so what we'll do is we'll get into this, and kind of as I'm going along, I'll just let you guys know. So the reason I bought all this, I've been on a low buy for most of the year, but at Christmas time I thought I'd treat myself a little bit. I was pretty close to getting my Sephora rouge, and normally I don't really care about my point status. In fact, in Ulta I gave up my point status, even though Ulta has a really good program, because I don't know, I was trying to be better about spending money, but I was only $100 and some odd away from reading rouge, and in the past you were allowed to pick a tiered gift, and I would always pick the free 2-day shipping, and that was one of the big things that I really liked about rouge. Their point system kind of sucks. There's not a lot of other benefits, but you could pick like a makeup, like a couple of free makeovers, which I never used. You could get the points, or you could get the free 2-day shipping instead of paying for it. So I was looking forward to that. So it was, I believe, on the like 30th or so that I purchased all of this, and I hit my rouge status. And I don't think on checkout, or maybe they did, they said don't forget to pick your tier group, or they offered it, or something happened and I forgot to pick it. And I was like, no big deal, I'll just go back in a couple of days and I'll pick it. Well, when I went back, there was no tier group and anything on there. So I started searching. They have like this community forum. I don't get on it very often. And basically Sephora got rid of their tier gift. Now, they're supposed to honor it for people who purchased before the 31st. But what I think is really slimy or shady is apparently people who bought on the 31st, it completely disappeared somewhere before midnight, like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. They just took it off the website. And so you have to actually go in and ask them for it, which I think is super shady. So to get my tier gift, they are making me reach out to them. They took away the ability, which I don't understand why. They should be able to tag who got it at the end of the year and say, hey, don't forget to pick your tier gift from last year, you know, or you have this many days and it's going away. But they didn't do that. So I'm a little miffed about that. On top of that, they're getting rid of the ability when, so now they don't have any free makeovers for rouge people, which I didn't really utilize, but it seems kind of a weird thing to take over. They've taken away the ability to get the 2-day free shipping, which again, whatever, I lied to that, but you know, these are the folks that are spending the most money, and they haven't really added anything of value, but they're taking a lot of stuff away. So their points generally don't get you a lot of stuff. Occasionally you can spend your points, I think it's $2,500 to get a $100 gift card. I did that last year, and so I was looking forward to that being a possibility this year, but from what I understood, the last few were really hard to get, and people had a hard time getting like the $25 gift cards and things like that. So I am not holding a lot of hope, and I'm a little annoyed with them. So I'm frustrated that I spent this money here instead of Ulta, which has a way better point problem, but that's just my blurb. Okay, one more thing on this and then we'll get into the goodies, because I know this is a long intro, but I guess my whole wrap up of this is they have the system and they act like they're, you know, doing something special for a group of people who are loyal to them. And then they're really just taking away things but they're not telling people. They're just kind of like slyly doing it. I just don't really see where they're going with this. Like, they're losing a lot of their exclusive products. So a lot of the brands that I used to buy only there, like Aborian and a couple other ones, are moving over to Ulta. They don't get a lot of good stuff with their points. So again, Ulta gives you cash. Like, I have $16 in rewards points at Ulta, and I didn't spend nearly as much money there that I have at Sephora. So yeah, the only big thing that I felt like was a huge thing for me is that I had the free shipping. So I could buy like a $10 thing and then just have it shipped, and I'd get it in 2 days. So that was a big reason why I gravitated towards Sephora. But not so. Okay, so I am probably going to try to let my rouge status lapse this year. Maybe just try to keep my VIB, if that. I'm going to try to actively eat, well, not spend more money. I'm actually going to try to spend less money this year. But if I'm going to spend it, I'm going to try to spend it more on Ulta, because I don't know, I'm just a little miffed about it. So I'm going to take my money and protest and walk somewhere else. All right, guys, let's get into this now that I'm done ranting and raving. But I wanted to show you guys a few of the products that I got and the reasonings why. So the first thing I got here was the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. I have the NARS primer, which I really like, and then I was using the Urban Decay. This one had really, really good reviews, and I wanted to try a different primer. I have tried like an Ulta brand one that I did not care for. So this one's a squeezy tube one instead of like the stick. So let's see what it looks like here. So it is just a, oh yeah, that's nice. It's just a skin color. Sorry, I have eyeshadow stuff because I was playing with a palette, and so I've got the swatches on my hand. I was playing with the Crescent Moon shadow palette that I got in my, what was it? It was at the box. I was trying to do an eye look. This is a little bit harder to work with than I was anticipating. I can talk about that later if you guys want. All right, so that was the first item. The next item here is this is brand new. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm Travel Illuminating or Luminizing Set. So I actually don't have any Fenty Beauty stuff, and I really wanted to try the Gloss Bomb, but it's so dang expensive. And everybody says that their Gloss Bomb is like their ride or die lip gloss. I have a lot of lip glosses that I really like, and this is a really expensive lip gloss, and so I really wanted to see how I felt about it before I would spend on a full-size one. So this set came out, and I thought it was really pretty. I also have never tried any of their highlighters, so I thought that would be good, although this is actually not a highlighter. It's an all-over diamond veil. So this is the diamond veil. Sorry, you're looking at my camera there. Let me open it up here. It's cute. It has like a little compact case here. Show you guys on the finger there. And then I will swatch it on my finger. So yeah, it really is. I mean, you can't really appreciate it on the camera. It's like a, I don't know how I'm gonna like this. It's like a, basically it looks like a glitter. This might be really good on like the collarbones right here for some dimension. Or maybe like in the inner corner or on the eyelid. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I was thinking this was gonna be a little bit more like glowy, but that's definitely more like sparkly. I'm not a big sparkly fan. All right, and then this is the Gloss Bomb in the color Fussy. So that's what it looks like. So this is a little mini size. You guys know I love mini size lip glosses. It does have a normal size doe foot, and that's the color. So I will play with that. It definitely has a very almost fruity smell to it, and it's thick. So we'll see. I'll get back with you guys. I need to do like a video on just my favorite lip glosses, because I am a huge lip gloss fan, and I use lip glosses almost like exclusively. So I definitely have some favorites and not favorites. But anyway, that was that one. I think this was like in the $20 range, which for Rihanna's stuff is not too expensive. All right, this one I am going to do a full review and get back with you guys. I saw these are brand new. These are the Peace Out Wrinkles 6 Anti-Wrinkle Dissolving Microneedling Patches with retinol and peptides. And they had some of these other ones that have like a brightening spot or dark spot, but this one is supposed to help with your lines. It's a little packet. And so what it says is you're supposed to clean your skin and then apply it over the skin and wear it overnight for at least 6 hours. Use 2 times per week for at least 2 consecutive weeks. So that would be 4 applications of this to see any sort of results. So I figured I would do the whole pack and then get back with you guys. These were not cheap. They were like, I want to say like 15 or 20 bucks for this packet. But the reviews on it were really, really good. And people were saying that it actually was like a plumper and like a little mini Botox. So I've got these wonderful little wrinkles right here, my expression lines from just squinting and doing other things that are just, there's not much I can do with them short of Botox. And I'm not a big fan of facial fillers and Botox. One day I'll get into that. I don't think it's a wrong thing to do, and I'm not against other people doing it, and maybe one day I will do something like that. But for now, I'm not in that time stage in my life where I'm ready to put it in, and I'm still a little leery about them. So something like this is a nice little way for me to try that and go from there. Okay, next item here is this is completely a splurge buy. I just thought it was pretty, and I wanted it. And there's really no other reason I have stuff like this. This is the Tarte Q, the Confetti palette. I think this just came out. It's only $19. I do like Tarte eyeshadows. They're not the most exciting, but recently they've been doing a lot of colorful palettes, which I know a lot of people are excited about. I personally am not as big into their colorful palettes. I do like their more neutral palettes, but this one is really pretty. It's very simple. I thought it'd be good for travel. It's got a little plastic holder thingy on here. Let me just pull that off. So, oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna swatch some of these on here for you guys. Oop. Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, and last one here. Yeah, so very basic, but pretty. I totally could do a lot of looks with this. So I am excited to try this out, but yeah, that's that. It was $19. I didn't think that was bad for this size, and generally, oh, it smells like every other Tarte palette. So if you've never had a Tarte palette before, Tarte palettes smell like cocoa or like cookies. It smells just like that. So yeah, this is really nice. Now the packaging is a little bit different than I'm used to for Tarte palettes. Usually their palettes are either cardboard or like metal. I guess occasionally they're plastic. This one's definitely different. I don't mind it. Like I said, it was only $19. And then they have the names on the back. Okay, so there's that one. If any of these look interesting and you want me to do eye looks or a full review, let me know. Not all this stuff I'm going to do a full review on, but you know. Okay, so this one, again, I was trying to get enough points to get my rouge status, and this one caught my eye. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. I did open this up, oops, shoot, and look at this earlier, and yeah, let me show you. And I dropped it, and I just did a little bit more. So it was like crumbled on the edge here, and I just like threw this, and it crumbled it more. I'm not gonna call them and make them return it, because it was only slightly crumbled on the edge. And I can press it back there. But this is what it looks like. I've seen a lot of reviews already on the internet about this palette. Again, I'm going for more neutral. I feel like I have so many colorful palettes, and I was looking through my collection, and I actually didn't have that many just straight up like neutral palettes and cool tone neutral palettes. Like I had a lot of warm tone neutral palettes. So this is more of a cool tone neutral palette. These are really expensive. They're $25. And I have another one of these, so I knew exactly what the size was. But I just thought it would be pretty to try out. So there's one shade. Let me just swatch these for you guys. Another one there. This middle one, which is kind of reminds me of like a, yeah, like it's like a goldy brown. Then we got the brown color. And then this last one, which I was the most excited for, but it is definitely crumbly. And it's really pretty but light. So this palette I was hoping could be one that you could throw and travel with. I'm not sure I would travel with this palette just by how much crumbly that one shade is. But you can see, very, very pretty. Okay, so this is the Tarte palette. And that's, you're seeing a lot of similarities. I probably bought 2 palettes that are just identical. A little bit different. This one's a little warmer than that one. Okay. All right, next thing here, I have a little love for palettes if you guys haven't figured this out. This was the Viseart Theory palette. This was on sale. I don't even know how much I got it for, not very much. But I love the little tiny Viseart palettes. I think they're just freaking adorable. So this one I got because it is a purple palette. And oh, it doesn't look the same on the video camera. The lights are distorting it a little bit. So on the camera here, at least when I'm looking at the viewfinder, it looks more bluey purple, but in person it has more of a, if you can see up by my face, more of like a plummy tone, purple base. But I mean, well, that looks a little patchy there. You guys know how much I love purple, so I'm always on the lookout for a good purple palette. So I will definitely play with this more and get back with you guys. But this is the Theory for Amethyst palette. All right, and then this one was on super duper sale, and I would have normally not gravitated towards this palette, but I saw several good reviews, one of which was Jen Love Reviews. Gave this one a glowing review a while ago, and so it was on super duper sale, and I couldn't help but try it out. This is the Let's Gold by Makeup Forever, and it is a really pretty palette. This is what the palette looks like. And it is neutral but not neutral, and it has like, I just like the variety of colors. I'm gonna definitely play with this one more, but it's got some like some really pretty olivey colors. It's got some beautiful golds, and then it's got some really pretty pink shades, maybe even a little plum tone over here. So I am definitely excited about this. Let's just, ooh, my hands are so dirty here. I'm just gonna wipe this on my jeans, who cares? Let's see. I'm not gonna swatch this whole thing, obviously, because yeah, that's just too much. Oh, that's really pretty. I wanna see what this, this really pretty, like, greenish color. So it looks a little less green than I was expecting, just ever so slightly green. Okay, guys, well, if you're interested in seeing a review or more looks with this, let me know. Like I said, this palette's been out a long time, but I had seen such good reviews for it. I just thought it'd be fun to get. And interestingly enough, they have in here, ooh, let me open this here. They have this like thing on how to do different eye looks. Like they have a couple of these, which I think is fun. I think it'd be fun. I have some of these different cards with different makeup tutorials that maybe I'll do a video on, like following inserts on my different eyeshadow palettes on how to do makeup. But I think that's good if you're learning makeup. All right, this one is completely just a random purchase, but I thought it'd be fun to try out. This is the Sephora mask stick. I thought it was interesting that there was a stick that it was a mask. These didn't have the greatest reviews, but it was like $2 on the website. Let me see if I can open it up here. It's supposed to be a 5-minute mask, which is, I'm all for a shorter mask. And I'm all for less messy masks. Ooh, that smells really good. Oh, okay, so this is what it looks like. There does not look like there's a ton of product in here. Maybe there's, oh yeah, it goes up and then down like that. So just looking at that, that actually is quite a bit of product. Okay, this is kind of cool. I will definitely let you guys know if this was fun or not, but I liked the idea of a mask for the face. Okay, last two products. This is the Gimme Plus Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel in the color 3.5. This is the one they recommended for auburn hair. It's the sample size because I don't like buying brow products at full size until I know they work for me because I have red-headed eyebrows and I just find that they're very expensive. This is a lot smaller than I was thinking it was going to be. Oh, I like that. That's a tiny little brush there. Okay. I kind of want to try this, so bear with me for just a second as I get a little bit of a mirror here. I don't have any brow products in. Let me see what I think of this product. Oh, it's a little darker than I was anticipating. It's a little darker. I'm gonna have to play with this a bit more. I definitely like the smaller brush. There's my done up brow, there's my not done up brow. Little goes a long way in this bad boy. Not the perfect match for me, but not horrible. What do you think? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, I'll play with this a bit more and get back with you guys. It's definitely a little darker than I was expecting, but not horrible. All right, so that is that. And then the final thing was totally a splurge. Also probably way overpriced, but I definitely wanted this. Oh, half the stuff was on sale, and then they were doing like 20% off all the sale items. So like some of this stuff I got really, really cheap. Like I was saying, that Makeup Forever palette was like $30, and then it was like an additional 20% off. This I have been eyeing on, and I know it just seems ridiculous, and I think it was on sale, but I'm not sure. But I just wanted it because I use these products so much. So you guys know that I use these little silicone applicators. I have several different shapes and sizes. This is by far my favorite one. I would totally buy more of these if this one was still at Sephora. But this is the one by Huda Beauty. It has a foam side, which I kind of wanted to play with foam applicator to see how it worked. But I really liked the idea of how small this is, because a lot of times my applicators, this one's really good for the middle of the eye, and then I have a bigger one, and I don't know where it is right now, that I use for like a broader application, but I wanted something smaller so I could get it in there. So with a lot of metallics, you either wet your brush to make them more amazing or use your finger, or you can use it like a silicone applicator and get it on a little bit easier. But I find that they're harder to find. Like you just don't find as many silicone applicators. So I got this ridiculously expensive, I think it was like 15 bucks tool, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. So that is it. That's my entire haul. And that was my rant about Sephora for you guys. So anyway, I am going to let you guys go. Next video will be up Thursday. Well, actually, take that back. I will tomorrow evening, so on the 8th, later in the evening, because I've got meetings and things I've got to get done all day, I'll pick a winner. So the contest ends at midnight. I will go through, I will do a random generator comment picker. I will verify that that person has met the requirements of being entered, and then I'll put out a short little video letting you guys know. And then I will also like comment and reach out to that person. So actually tomorrow will be a mini video, but next normal content video will be Thursday. So like I said, it will probably be a Stitch Fix video. It could be a product like the CBD video. I don't know which one. It just depends on how much time I get. So I will see you guys then. Bye.